When you're entering the show ring for your under saddle class, I, as a judge, prefer to have the horse shown on a light contact and in a loose frame so that the horse's pole is the highest part and not directly on the vertical, but in front of the vertical so that the horse can round and be soft over its top line and reach forward in a fluid flowing manner with its front legs. And if you can remember this, a horse can only reach as far forward with its legs as the tip of its nose. So if you want your horse going forward and round, you have to have his nose out and forward and round. Being behind the bit or on the bit or in a tight frame is not the way I like to see horses, although if the horse shows better that way, then it's okay. If you have your horse on a loose, floppy rein, often what happens is the horse goes inverted and your horse gets tight through its back, so it does not have that fluid flowing, relaxed, ground covering trot that we like to see. So there in the hunter hack, we like to see the horse going possibly a bit more snappy forward because it's the type of ride that you would want to see going to a hunt or coming home from a hunt, and you want the horse to be going marching along. Now, in the three uh, classes that are included in the hack division, it's the show hack, the road hack, and the pleasure horse. Totally three different horses. The show hack is mostly up and are required to do a collected gait and an extended gait. So you have to have the collected portion of the horse where the horse is on the bit and collected. That would be your sitting trot, and also an extended gait where the horse is flowing forward and has to be on the bit for that, as well as your regular gaits. And that is not to be confused with a hand gallop. Then the road hack, and this was really explained to me really nicely one time when I was had the opportunity to show in road hack, where the announcer explained it really great, and I've never forgotten this. Is he explained it as the type of horse that a rural doctor would have ridden 100 years ago before cars were invented. It was the kind of horse that you had to get from point A to point B. It didn't matter really what it looked like. It didn't matter really how it, well, should have been comfortable, but it had to be substance. Performance, substance, manners, conformation. So it has to have some substance. A little bit more in a frame and really marching forward. The road hack class, performance, manners, and substance. And the show hack that we talked about was performance, manners, and quality. So the show horses be something that's a little bit fancier. Road hack, something that's going to have the substance to trot up and down the road all day. And then the third class was the pleasure class. And the pleasure class is explained to me is something that you'd put your mother-in-law on. Now, whether or not you like your mother-in-law is another question, but it's something that you would possibly put your mother-in-law on. Pleasure horse, performance, manners. That's it. Performance and manners. It may not be the handsomest horse. It may not be the best moving horse. It may not be the best looking horse, but it's got to perform. It's got to do walk, trot, canter, get the correct leads, walk flat-footed, and also be a saint. So if you have one horse to do all three, you've got a super duper horse there. But oftentimes your pleasure horse, a little bit more loose rein with that one, and a kind of horse that you would put anybody and everybody on. The type of horse that could go hacking down the road with a friend or be in the ring and be able to get walk, trot, canter in both leads. Pleasure to ride. So what about the differences in the pony and youth division horses? And I'm not quite sure what you mean about the pony and youth division.